So I usually ask what kind of software do you use on your photographs. So I'm going to just briefly, because of time, I am kind of curious. Does anyone have any recommended photo software that I did not mention that you find very useful and that you think you might even be able to teach about? Yes, sir.
Just Photoshop plugins, things like the Basir. I don't know if you ever heard that.
But you need Photoshop to run that, though. Yeah. That's not quite what I'm talking about, but thank you. This is an expert. I think I might need a partner soon. He's talking about plugins, so. And I don't mess with a lot of plugins, so that's pretty good. I give you credit. Okay.
Sir?
Yes?
I'm trying to master Picasa.
Picasa. Now, I've never used it, but I always hear about it. And I say keep working on it. Keep working on it. Don't stop.
It was recommended to me, and it's a free program.
There you go. And free is easy. Which one do you? Yes, ma'am, in the back.
I found a few scrapbook programs that have.
Oh, okay.
That you can manipulate programs.
There's some scrapbook programs that have image manipulation tools. Great. Good. And does anyone have a program that is just totally, that they tried to get into for editing their pictures and it just doesn't work for them? Okay. So again, it's not necessary to spend a whole lot of money on software, okay, as we see. And if you want to buy something, you should download a free trial first. Now this is the next part that I really want to concentrate on right now, because this is what I call preventative health. This is preventative medicine, okay? So when the doctor, it's nice that you go in and you're sick and the doctor gives you something like an antibiotic or some prescription, but wouldn't it even be better if you could go in, or the doctor could say to you 6 months before you get sick, hey, if all you do is stop doing this, this, and this, or you take this, this, and this, you won't get sick. Okay, so what I want to do is show you some things that you can do to keep your pictures lasting as long as possible. And I'm talking about your originals. There's two parts of this. The first part is, what do you do with your originals? How do you care about them? And the other part is digitizing it. Okay, once you have an original, what do you do to preserve it digitally? Some terms that I use, and this is in your handout. I think so. Some of it is. No, it is. Sorry. It is. I did. And don't worry, I'm not slighting the society. I'm slighting me. But no, I have it here. Good. It's in the handout, the first page of the. It's on the blue. Blue or white. It's the first one. It says photo restoration from start to finish. So vocabulary. You'll see this term archival thrown out there a lot. Archival. Okay. Actually, that's like saying mint. Well, for those of you who are into gardening or cooking, well, mint, there's a million mints. There's peppermint, there's spearmint, there's cat mint, licorice mint. Okay? Well, really, archival should really be archival quality. Okay? So archival quality, when you see someone that's authoritative, like let's say Light Impressions or some other companies, and they talk about, or Creative Memories, and they talk about archival, generally it's the length of a material's life, and that's generally between 50 and 100 years. That's what you can expect if you take care of it. Some other terms out there: PVC, polyvinyl chloride. If you can buy something to store your pictures or your documents that is plastic and PVC free, you'll be better off. Lignin. This is organic material that's in all of the paper, all of the cardboard boxes, okay? If it's from wood, it has lignin in it. It has to be processed in order to be preserved. On the digital side, you got things called CDRs. Will you give me a photo CD with that picture? People ask me. You know, and I say yes. Well, I give them a CDR. I don't give them a CDRW or sometimes I'll give them a DVD-R if we have a huge collection. But CD-R is a once recordable compact disc. CD/RW is a rewritable compact disc. Do not use CDRWs for storing or your archives. CDRWs, rewritable CDs, which you can burn over and over and over again, should only be used if you're going to transfer files around to one other person or one other place or one other computer. It's temporary. It is not archival. DVD-R, also once recordable DVD. A DVD disc looks just like a CD disc, doesn't it? The only thing is it stores almost over 5 times the amount of space of what a CD can store. Okay, the capacity is very large. Okay, DVD/RW, same thing with a CD-RW. It is not archival. Then you'll see things like CD, DVD plus R, plus RW, R2. You know, R2 means dual layered, so you can burn it on both sides. So instead of 4 gigabytes on a DVD, you'll get 8 gigabytes. But that is still not archival quality. So you don't want to do that for your images, okay? So let's talk about caring for the originals. We'll go back over all of that stuff again. Some things to avoid. Containers and albums not labeled archival, okay? Please do not store your pictures for long periods of time in things labeled not archival. When I turn in, if you ever would hire me to restore a picture, I would put it in an envelope that's not archival, but that picture will be in its own envelope that is archival, because I figure you might just let it sit for a long time before you do anything with it. Materials that contain lignin. Again, you want it to be lignin free. Lignin free. If it's a folder or a paper box. Again, PVC materials. Anything that's plastic. Pretty much this scanner's PVC. This laptop. These tables have PVC plastic elements in them. Okay, they emit gases that can help speed up the decay of your images, your photos and your documents and your family heirlooms. Some other things to avoid. Adverse temperatures. Okay, so you're talking about storing a box of photos in a damp basement or a hot, dry attic. Okay, either one is not good. Okay, storing pictures that are not framed that are not enclosed in the album where they're being exposed to sunlight. Even a little bit of sunlight, subdued sunlight, will fade your originals. Okay, so it's important if you got those family photos sitting up in the living room in a frame, okay, and they're getting hit with sunlight, well, you need to make a copy of that photo and put the copy in its place so the copy will get faded, not the original. Okay? All right? Because sun is very powerful. As you know, we have a nice atmosphere to keep it from frying us, you know? So, so imagine what it would do to a picture. You want to avoid magnetic materials if possible, dirt, of course, insects, and pressure-sensitive adhesives, tape. Okay, you got to be very careful how you fix pictures or seal them, okay? Be very careful. You want to avoid rubber cement, paper clips, rubber bands. All these things decay. All these things ruin the image. We want to avoid writing on the originals. Now, in some cases, you'll just have to write on an original. Maybe you have to. Okay, well, let's just say that, can I have that big frame? Okay, at least we'll get to show it off. Okay, so let's say this picture, I take it out of the frame. It's the only one I have. I just got to write on it for whatever reason. Well, I'll turn it over on the back, and then I'll write the names near the bottom or on the side, not in the middle. Usually in the middle, that's where the faces are. That's where the details are. That's what everyone's looking at. But they're not necessarily looking.